Wow, just silence, Will. You got nothing
Stockton
for us?
motherfucker. That's all I have.
Well,
I was
welcome.
waiting for you to do your cold open.
I'll say welcome to the half a year podcast. Officially week 26.
26, dude. We made it.
We
They
did.
said we couldn't, but we did.
All the haters, all those negative comments that we received.
All the
we
haters
received
and
so
losers,
many comments.
of which there are many.
I send my negative comments to Will through email privately.
Yeah, I know. My Hotmail's been blowing up with hate comments. That's fucking crazy.
We had a big card last weekend. Really exciting.
Yeah, I watched literally 0% of it.
Will, did you watch any of it?
Yeah, I watched most of it.
What was the best fight on that card?
Devin Clark getting his teeth bashed in.
No, because I was betting on Devin Clark, so that made me sad. Mike Jackson got beat up. Everyone was saying Tafon looked really good, but I think he's gonna get shit on if he fights anyone good. The Buckley fight was okay. Actually, no, that fight sucked too. I mean, Armin killed that guy. That was kind of cool.
He was like a minus 600 favorite, isn't that like?
Yeah, yeah, I know you bet on him.
600.
And won.
Irrelevant. I mean, there weren't any like very noteworthy fights for me, honestly.
Well, I watched the last 2 rounds of Ian Cutelaba, Devin Clark. Gross time to start watching, I have to say.
Fucked
And
him
I
up.
watched the Anthony Smith fight, and I think it's funny how Anthony Smith was really angry. He was just really upset.
Oh, the first fight of the night was funny. The 4-4 woman was beating the shit out of Hannah Goldie,
Yeah.
and then she just asked her to
Lost.
please armbar her. Yeah, she just fucking
She lost.
left her arm hanging there and got immediately submitted. That was funny. I enjoyed
Well,
that.
now she's a 4-5 professional fighter. Yay. Well,
She
you know,
deserves the UFC.
that was good. Anthony Smith continuing to be the gatekeeper he should be. Good job, Anthony. That's what we pay you for.
Oh,
In terms of the-
contender series talk, dude. That's
You-
fights that have happened previously too.
You watch the Contender Series?
I was gonna
Yeah.
watch, but it comes
Yeah, I
on
watch
at
it
8
every
p.m.
week. Comes on at
Comes on at
5
8.
p.m., baby.
I'm muting
Time
Will.
traveler.
I'm muting Will for the rest of the podcast. What?
This entire fucking season, they've given everyone that wins and one person that lost a contract. And
That's a bad sign.
last week,
Yeah,
they
of
didn't
course.
give one guy that won a contract. So everyone around him went off to like go say hi to Dana White, and he was just sitting there with his head down, surrounded by empty chairs.
And how did he win?
Boringly,
How did he win?
it was a decision.
Awesome. Did everyone else win by finish?
No, there was only one finish. You don't have to win by finish anymore on the Contender Series. You
No,
just
I
have to
know.
win.
I'm just saying. It's just like
But yeah,
you said boringly it was a decision, and then it seems like everyone else also won boringly.
I think
He
it was
won an
because he was a
exciting decision.
I think he was a flyweight. That's probably why.
The Contender Series is really awesome.
It's
And I
crazy how
really
I
like
enjoy
it.
it. I
When you-
watch it like an hour after it happened. Just watch the fights. Pretty
Hang on,
tight.
bro. I got some great socioeconomic analysis of the fight. It's crazy how it's like a 1920s union busting thing. How Dana White has this big expensive contract with ESPN, must put on X fights per year, and he's like, shit, I don't have enough fighters to fill the time. I'll just make a farm system to get a bunch of people to just take a bunch of brain damage for no money, and then I'll toss them out and cycle them out with someone new. And it's like,
That's all it is.
It's like
just
Contender Series alums are not that great.
well, the whole point is previously the lower level fighters would like the 500 UFC fighters would stay in the UFC and keep getting bigger and bigger contracts because it has to go up for the number of fights. And now he just cycles them out for Contender Series people who make 10 and 10.
Yeah,
Ex-
and
that's
one
what I'm
day
saying.
soon,
Yeah.
the UFC will be all Contender Series people, and it'll be awesome.
12 and 12 for the belt.
I'd watch that shit.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Do you have any great analysis? Any up and coming contenders?
The one flyweight looked good.
The one who didn't
What's
get a
his fucking
contract?
name? No, I was wrong. The guy that didn't get a contract was a featherweight. There's an incredibly spazzy middleweight that just banged the fuck out of the other dude. That was funny.
Anyone that can defend an ankle pick will call spazzy. Just for our viewers at home.
Nah, this dude just fucking spammed hooks, and luckily for him, the other guy also spammed
sounds
hooks,
like someone
but
I
slightly
know.
slower.
Damn, dude.
Clayson Rodriguez, he was good. He's also like 22.
Good
Little
sign.
flyweight, big spin kick guy.
Oh,
It's
that's
always
good.
great. Yeah, it's great for your career when you
Yeah,
get
no,
into
he's
the
20.
UFC
He's
at 22.
25. He's 25. One of the other guys that got in was
Well,
22.
what is with this misinformation
One of the other guys was
campaign?
22.
No wonder his fucking robot doesn't work.
Yeah,
My
jeez.
robot almost works.
Almost.
A
We'll get there, don't
a
worry.
22-year-old welterweight got in. Some dude broke his fucking arm in the middle of the fight
Ew.
and only threw. I think he broke his right arm. He only threw left hands for like 2 rounds, and they didn't notice the guy that he was fighting. That was funny. Barely won a
These are the
decision.
kinds of guys that we need in the UFC.
Got all heart, baby.
No, the guy who broke his arm didn't get the contract.
Oh,
No, I know. I'm saying the
Yeah,
other guy.
yeah.
The other guy who doesn't notice when his
He
opponent.
can fight Sukumtat, dude. He can fight Andre.
Damn, would either of them even know to throw a punch?
what do
get
I do?
incredibly
Where am I?
confused.
Just in front of each other, like, is this a fight or not?
Yeah, the highlight was definitely the main event with the spazzy middleweights, and he finished a rear naked choke from the side, like with no hooks. That was pretty funny.
What? How?
Like the
'Cause
guy
his
was like
opponent's
turtled.
bad. Like, yeah, his opponent's just garbage.
The guy was like turtled with his one side against the fence, and he just choked him.
Huh.
And he said like, "Yeah, that's my go-to choke." Apparently, he did that in his
Go-to
last fight
choke.
too.
Inverse bulldog choke.
I mean, he's got 2 professional submissions with it. Apparently,
Cool.
it was funny. I enjoyed it. Great fight. It was the
Fuck the
classic.
Contender Series.
Knock him out and then submit him.
Great guy. Never met him though.
All right. That's
Yeah,
all I have.
not a lot to say about
Well-
this past week.
Well, no, I've got something more to say. Just update for the crowd.
No.
As you know, our game shows, of course, Will and I make 3 bets apiece. Will
I think we
actually
should stop
post
promoting gambling.
podcast. Post podcast.
That's not post podcast.
It was post podcast.
I said the picks on the podcast.
Maybe you did, but what the financial operation absolutely happened. You absolutely came to me one day, about to play some split game, and you're like, "Hey, Jonah."
Yeah. But I said the picks on the podcast.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'm just
It
saying
happened
you're
backstage.
dumb.
These are backstage deals.
Dumb
So we'd
idiot.
agreed upon $3 bets each because there's more of them. So Will's bot so far
Wait,
has
what?
made doesn't count for me. That's pretty funny.
Oh,
Made
the
seven
bot
bets.
picks
the
were
bot
$3,
makes-
not
the bot
$5.
makes $3 bets.
Yeah, because it bets on most of the fights.
So I made 8 bets. Couldn't count. That's my bad. Thank God I'm not making a bot or anything. Of Will's 8 bets, 2 of them were correct. He made on those 2 bets a sum total of $3.65.
Profit.
He also at
baby.
the same time lost $30.
That's not true.
Oh, hang on, I did the math.
That's not
wrong. I did
true at
minus
all.
5.
Yeah, that's not
I
possible.
have -5. Stop it. -6. It's even worse. Minus
Oh
3.
my
Minus
God.
3. Minus 3.
Multiplication.
18.
Use
I
multiplication.
lost $14.50.
No, you
Ooh.
lost $18. When you net it all
Yeah.
out, you get
Okay,
to
I
$14
mean, yeah, that's obviously.
and 35 cents, baby.
yeah.
Well, that's just the AI. Will also individually
Money
made
means
picks where
nothing
he
to
went
me.
1 and 2 and went a combined -$7.50 on the week. I of course went perfect this week. Made a sum
You
total
had a
of,
fucking coward
made a-
pick. Made a sum
made
total of
sum
79 cents.
$3.83. Just to
Pussy.
remind everybody on how he's
Pussy.
calling me a coward and a bitch and all that stuff.
Pussy.
I'm currently at plus $36. Will's at
Pussy.
-27.
Yeah, but you have no honor.
The gap
Damn.
is only
Should've
widening.
picked Gerald Mearshart.
I go out on my shield every time.
Yeah, that's an out. That means you're dying. That's bad. It's not a good
No.
thing.
I had to do it to him, unfortunately.
Well, anyway, I'm just saying. My Excel / Google Sheets doesn't lie. Scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard, idiot.
Except for 2 minutes ago when you just did it incorrectly.
Look, stats can't lie. I've told you this before.
You're cooking the books.
Speaking of cooking the books, let's put in the books our picks for next week.
Wow.
I'm a professional. That's why we got a lot of viewers. Do we just work up from the early prelims and just do,
Sure,
do what we always do?
Does
Yeah.
anyone, we should just do what we always do. Yes. Does anyone have any picks on the early prelims?
I don't. We got someone without a picture
I
though.
think it's funny. Martin Sano, the 4-2-1 guy, and Nick Maximov are both just Diaz friends. They're just Nick Diaz's
Really?
friends. Yeah, and he made them get in the UFC. Like this dude's 4-2-1 with his last 2 fights being losses, I think.
I think I've watched Omar Morales and I think he's good.
That's not who I meant.
Okay.
Martin Sano and Nick Maximov.
No, I know.
are
I'm
his
just
friends,
saying
yeah.
that was a separate point. I felt like you were done. I think you had much more there.
I mean,
so
I think it's
introducing a
funny
new
that the
topic.
guy is 4-2
Will
and
is sticky
lost
right
his
now.
last 3 fights. Or what?
You're being sticky as hell.
Alright, dude, go talk about your thing. Go run the podcast, huh? Huh?
What? I don't understand what you just said.
I absconded myself from the podcast.
Abscond means not what you think it means. He's googling it
anyway.
right now. I can hear the typing.
On the
Yeah,
preliminary
I am.
card.
Leave hurriedly and secretly.
Yeah.
I left hurriedly. Alright, continue.
Roxanne Modafferi, 25-19 record. You gotta love that. Against Talia Santos, 17-1.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Making a pick?
Yeah, this girl, Tyler Santos, is gonna lose to Roxanne Modafferi.
Yeah, I agree. Probably.
Like, Roxanne
Jeez.
Modafferi is just an actual... She did what no woman wants to do, which is just be good at jiu-jitsu, and you will not get knocked out, and if you're better at them on the ground, then you
Just
win.
win.
She's also win-loss in her last 10 fights, and she lost her last fight.
Oh damn.
She's so set up.
The stars are aligned. Shamil.
Wait, are you picking one of
I'm
those?
picking my boy Chris.
Oh, picking Chris Dawkins.
I'm
Okay.
picking my boy Chris. No explanation needed.
Repping the Philadelphia against Shamil Abdurahakimov.
No, I don't even know. Is it Abduramakimov?
Abduramakimov. That was even worse than
Abdurakimov.
Jonas. That was embarrassingly worse.
Abdurakimov.
Okay, they say on the broadcast Abdurakhmanov, but I'm pretty sure it's Abdurrahimov.
Abdurakhimov. Either way,
Shamal out
fucking
here
Chris
gonna get
Dawkins is
blasted.
gonna knock him out incredibly easily. It's a 40-year-old man.
Unfortunately, Chris just doesn't have more wins.
It's true. That's dangerous.
No, my incredibly good algo picked Chris, so
Right. Wait,
it's
you mean that
it's
algo
done.
that went 2 for 8?
No, I mean 2 and 6, 2 for 8. What are you gonna do? It picked the women's fights correctly though.
It did. It made 40
Yeah, I don't
cents.
think Shamil is very
you needed
good.
a bot for that.
I think he's probably gonna get fucked up. His best win is Marcin Tybura, I guess.
You're gonna talk that shit.
He hasn't fought in 2 years.
Let's go to Chris Dawkins'
Okay,
record.
this guy
then.
hasn't fought in
Let's
2
go.
years.
Who's
His last
Chris
fight, he got
Dawkins'
knocked
best
out
win?
against the crime in the streets of Philadelphia. That's his best win, kid.
His best win is Alexei Oleinik in 2021.
Alexei Oleinik is better. I don't know.
No, don't
Nah.
even say it. Like, just don't even say it.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Of the 14 people that Chris has fought, 3 of them have Wikipedia pages, and they're the last 3 people that he's
Listen,
fought.
Chris has
Wait. Whoa.
spicy
hang
fast
on.
hands.
Hang on. Bro, hang on. This guy. No, this is hysterical.
No, bro, no. Oh,
No, this
bro.
is great. Shamil Abrahakamov has won a fight against a man named Shamil Abdulhamudalov. Like, the exact same gibberish last name, but different.
Well, the joke doesn't really land when you don't pronounce
Just
either
two
of their
people,
names
two
right.
people with the
Like,
same first name.
No, look
No,
at that.
it is similar. I know. Why pronounce these names?
Abdul Muslimov. not very close to Abdurakhmanov.
Oh,
Four
come
letters are
on.
the
Come
same.
on. You're going to say that's not very
They
close.
both
It's close.
start with
It's
A and
close.
end with OV.
They start with ABDU.
IMOV.
Okay, but like
It's
every
pretty
Russian
close.
last name ends with IMOV.
It starts what they both start with.
Let's get
They
fun. Get
start
fun,
and
sir.
end with the same 8 letters.
Uh-huh. And they
Come
both
on.
have 20 letters in between
Nah,
that
I'm
that
on
aren't
Wyatt's.
the
I'm
same.
on Jonah's side. It's pretty close.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Gotta
There are
find
way
out.
there are way
Yeah,
more
9,
letters that
10,
are the
11,
same than
12,
letters
13,
that are different.
14, 15. It's a majority of the letters they have identical.
You can't
In the
argue with
identical
math.
order.
Yeah.
In the identical
You
position.
simply can't argue with math.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't think that's similar, nor do I think the way Jonah attempted to pronounce either of their names made them sound similar.
I never claimed that they did, but I do claim that they are similar names.
I never claimed that they are similar, but I do claim
No,
that they
I
are
don't
similar.
claim that I pronounced them correctly.
Yeah,
Is a
yeah,
better way
yeah.
of perhaps phrasing that.
Well,
Alright.
Jonah, what you
Yeah,
do is
Chris
you
is
want
gonna
to
knock this
not
idiot
maybe
out.
not pick them, have them pick illusion heroes.
Hmm.
Anyway,
The fight that may never be. Dan Hooker versus Nasra Ha
Hakparast. You can
Sure.
say his name, Jonah.
Hakparast?
Yeah, dude. There you go. I'm not. Yeah, I'm staying away from this fight. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
yeah, both
I
of them
mean-
are gonna be just like fucked from having to go on a plane and make weight within 24 hours.
And
Oh,
they're,
sure it's a
I
fun
don't know.
time.
Dan Hooker's a pretty big lightweight. I don't know. Nasrat's not that big, right?
No, but honestly, this is awesome, cause one of them is from my favorite gym, City Kickboxing, and the other one is from our collective favorite gym, TriStar MMA.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna be a big night for your anti. Aren't you the big Dan Hooker hater of the group, Wyatt?
Yeah, but I think that this is actually like his level of person to be
It
fighting.
is.
I think like this is actually a good place for Dan Hooker to be.
If City Kickboxing, Jackson Wink, and TriStar fought each other for the rest of the time, that'd be pretty good. They could make a B
That
league.
would be true. They could. They literally could. Maybe it can be part of the new fucking world MMA, whatever we can get into later on.
That was pretty spicy. All right, yeah.
On the
I, think-
Moraes coming back
I
from the
hope
dead.
I hope Dan wins. I'm betting on Marab. I think Marab is an atrocious matchup for Marlon.
I think Marlon's a little shot.
Marlon's a little
A
shot.
little shot.
He
What?
has bad cardio, and
True.
Marab just has unlimited cardio and thrives on tiring people out. I think, I think Marab's probably just gonna take him down and gas him out
Oh my
relatively
God,
easily.
3 decision wins in a row. 4
Yeah.
decision wins in a row.
Yeah, Marab's not
I
Five.
don't know.
exciting.
I could definitely
my
see a world where Marab gets knocked the fuck out, but that's I think the only way.
Will, why do you
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
foreign decisionators from like the Caucasus region?
Caucasus.
It's simply the squiggles, Jonah.
Do the
Some-
Georgians
I don't
speak Squiggle?
listen.
I don't think they do.
Yeah,
I'm
they.
pretty
do.
sure they're.
I mean, they're
uh,
not. They don't speak Arabic. They speak Georgian.
Also, my roommate's dog is from
but it
Georgia,
is squiggly.
so I gotta hold it down.
Yeah, he's from Atlanta.
Yeah. No, I mean Marab. I don't
Yo,
enjoy
geography.
watching Marab fight, but I think Marab is good, and I think Marlon is
Right.
over the hill.
Just
and
like kind of the
fucking
opposite of
terrible
Khabib,
matchup.
who you love watching fight and also think is good.
well, Khabib is trash.
Yeah.
look at
Angry
that
old
link I
man.
sent, and look at the first picture of Marlon that Google shows you.
I mean, Marlon's super jacked. If that's what the fucking. This is just a link to googling Marlon Moraes.
Yeah.
We'll go to images. Yeah, what about it? He looks funny, like his face.
Yeah, it's
Just-
Oh
He's
no.
swolled the fuck
I mean,
up.
if you just like go on like the all, it has a little info section about him.
Oh.
Just in the picture of him in a red shirt.
Okay.
That's pretty. That's a good meme reaction picture, dude.
I mean,
It's
that's
pretty funny.
he has to be like 13 years old in that picture.
It's just a why. There's that one, and there's just a bunch of him and like his 19-pack abs.
Dude is ripped.
He
I don't
is.
think his abs are gonna help him.
His abs aren't even symmetrical either.
It's just a jacked Brazilian boy.
Yeah, just get over it.
Yeah, I think Marab's gonna take him down and ruin his cardio. All right, main card.
All right.
Jonah?
Well, I have a pick here.
Nobody. Wait, nobody
Antaraj.
on prelims
Yeah.
or no?
Those
Has
were the
anybody
prelims.
made a pick yet other than
Will
Chris
I made
Dawkins?
Dawkins?
I made 2 picks.
Who's
I
your
bet
other pick?
Marab.
Oh, Marab. Right.
That was
Sorry,
the
I
prelims. Now
have
we're on
you
the
muted.
Wow. Not
I'm just
me.
listening to you through Jonah.
Well,
You know, that's
gotta pick
reasonable.
Miss Jessica Andrade because she's not only wow, it wants to be Jessica Pena, but no,
Pena.
Jessica
Yeah,
Andrade.
Jessica Pena Pasta.
Jonah just combined two fighters' names into one.
Anyway, she's younger and better, and so she's probably gonna win.
And she's on OnlyFans.
No, she is just better.
Did you see that news story?
No, save it for the talk. Save it for the
Okay,
talk.
okay. It's
Cynthia
not new though.
Calvillo is simply not good.
And, yeah.
That's a take we can all get behind.
But she did train with the Squiggly Line Gang. Will.
She trained with Team
Yeah.
Alpha Male and with ATT, correct?
Yeah. Well, AKA.
AKA is what I meant. Yeah.
Might have gone to ATT. Everyone kind of does at one point or another.
No, she just has a her mobile carrier is AT&T, so I got a little confused.
It's very confusing. Yeah, she's gonna win. I don't really have anything more to say. Curtis Blades versus
You think
Yahiro
she's on the
Strong.
downturn though?
Who?
I feel like Jessica might be
No.
trending downwards a little bit.
Maybe, but I think she has a long way to go before she hits Cynthia Calvillo.
Yeah. Also,
who's
remember
old.
That's
what
fair.
division they are in.
What
It's
division are they in?
flyweight.
125?
Yeah. So it really is just like, I mean, what actually are the rankings here? Let me get the UFC rankings
Jessica's
report
probably
here.
ranked.
Jessica has to be like number 2, even though she has had only like one fight in the division and she lost. Women's flyweight, Jessica Andrade is number 1.
Ha!
Cynthia Calvillo number 5.
That's pretty funny.
That's a nice. That's a generous 5.
All right. Yeah, Jarzinho versus Curtis. I'm not picking it. I would assume Curtis fucks him up.
Yeah,
Right?
I don't think he fucks him up. I think
Unless
that
he gets
Curtis
booped.
wins.
I think Curtis just wrestle fucks him.
Unless he gets booped.
I don't think so. I don't think he's getting booped.
Well,
Jarzinho has one punch.
bruv.
He just has his
Jorginho
hook.
is someone who, like, the only reason people think he's good is because he's at heavyweight and he has, like, the shadow of technique within him. Like, that's it.
If you smell really far away from him in another room, there's a slight scent of technique.
Yeah,
in
like,
the air.
you get a little bit of technique off of him, but really it's
Because
just swanging and banging.
he has like 70 kickboxing fights or whatever.
Yeah, awesome.
85 people think he's good at kickboxing because he has a lot of kickboxing fights.
Who's his best win in the UFC?
Overeem?
I would say Overeem, who
and
was
that was
like
even he
40
was
years
losing
old.
the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, he probably should have lost if they just didn't stop it
Yeah,
immediately.
that was another
Herb Dean.
questionable Herb Dean stoppage.
Herb Dean. I beat Alan Crowder. Wow. I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
Um,
I think Curtis is gonna win,
Probably.
but I don't know.
Unless he gets booped.
All right, dude. People's main event.
The people's
Nick
main
Diaz
event.
versus Robbie Lawler.
okay,
So,
talk surrounding this.
You talking weight class?
Well, that, which is also funny. For those that don't know, they're moving it to middleweight. But also, secondary talk.
Dana White says it's better at middleweight. Oh, I gotta read this.
Josh Thompson claims and then rescinded his statement that
Oh,
there
yeah,
is a
this is
private
talk.
video of Nick Diaz getting KO'd in training from like a
No.
week ago or some shit.
He didn't
Yeah.
say. He didn't say it was him. It was. I thought it was just like a video. That
It was a
looks
video where
bad
he
for Nate
said,
Diaz
"I
or
saw
something like
something
that.
bad happen" or whatever.
KO.
That like,
That could have been like an injury though. Also, like he could have rolled his ankle or some shit.
The word KO is the thing that's constantly I'm hearing.
I
so-
know,
That's what
but it's true.
everyone's
Josh
saying,
Thompson
but that's not what
didn't
he
say
said.
that he got KO'd. What he
He
said
said
something along the
something
lines of
bad
like
happened.
something really bad happened that I think is going to make the fight not happen.
Or something. Yeah, he's like, I'm not sure the fight will happen because yeah.
Which
I mean, it was probably a KO.
that's rough. That's a rough one.
Just to give a sense of time to everybody here, I think this one's always fun to do. I watched the WEC video of Robbie Lawler fighting. And to the very beginning of the fight, and the commentators are introducing, this is Robbie Lawler. He's a grizzled veteran of the sport. That video was from 11 years ago. The fight when Nick and Robbie fought the first time was 17 years ago. I'm 24 years old. That was most of my lifetime ago.
It's most of their lifetime ago as
Yeah.
well. No,
No,
most of
almost.
the
Just
time.
the 38.
But
just
Robbie
about half.
Lawler entered the UFC when he was like 19 or 20. I didn't realize that
I mean, that's a great move.
because he then he got cut and then he came back. Honestly, great story.
The champ. Yeah, I don't want to bet on this because I straight up like who knows how
No
bad Nick
fucking
Diaz
idea
is.
what's gonna happen.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? Robbie's been losing a lot, but he's still
He's been
been
training.
competing.
Yeah, there's no way Robbie doesn't win, but it'd be fun. What are the odds? Let's I wonder.
They're even.
Really?
I mean, we don't
That's
because we
fair to
know
me.
Robbie. I mean, we know Robbie has looked bad in his last couple fights, and we just have no idea what Nick Diaz is.
Nick Diaz has been getting arrested for domestic violence and cocaine charges.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not a big believer in Nick Diaz.
doesn't seem like the man has been taking the greatest care of
I
himself.
just don't want to bet against him.
Why?
You know, I think
Stockton,
actually I'm
motherfucker.
gonna take Robbie Lawler.
What?
Yeah.
That's a coward pick.
That's huge, bold move, but I like it. I
Um,
think that's the
I would-
opposite of a coward pick. I think this is picking any of these two guys is the least cowardly pick you can make.
That's true because you just don't know
You
at all.
simply don't
you just
know.
don't know.
I'm simply just not a believer in Nick Diaz, and I've seen Robbie Lawler train, and that's good enough for me. I also the pick I'm sacrificing for this is Valentina Shevchenko beating Lauren Murphy, so I don't think that's a minus
It's not that much
2,000
of a
favorite.
loss.
So
Classic.
I don't really know if that's worth it.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say. Will
Yeah.
Will has to pick Lauren Murphy.
Ah.
I am with my machine, I believe. Not on this fucking
Well, then we
show,
know
though.
the machine doesn't work.
Oh, the machine
Firstly,
says
we
she
know
should
the
be
machine
like
doesn't
a
work.
5-1 underdog instead of a 9-1 underdog or something like that.
Okay. How much money would Will make? What does $5 bet on Lauren Murphy get you?
$45
Yeah.
and a smidge.
It's kind of fat. I don't know.
It could
I
happen.
can't
How
wait.
old's Valentina?
I
Younger
mean,
than Lauren,
way
I
younger
think.
than Lauren
5
Murphy.
years
Lauren Murphy
younger?
is 38. Yeah.
Barb.
Barb.
Here's the thing. I think I'm
Barb.
just excited for Will not to take this bet and then have
She
Barb
wins.
actually win, and I can be like, then
then-
I would
then I can
hypothetically
say
be
my-
like the most successful.
But I can say my machine is a genius then, so it works out either way.
Yeah, right. But then
Um,
you'd also be saying that I'm a genius.
What
That's
was
fine.
it? Oh my god. Did you see in the embedded? There's a clip of Lauren Murphy hitting the pads. Someone pointed out in the comments, and I couldn't unsee it. It's wild. She literally, I'm not exaggerating, every single time when she throws her right hand, she drops it to her chest and then sends it out. It doesn't like go straight from her head to their head, and it's like, oh no. That's like, you're going to get blasted if you do that.
She's
So
not.
I'm calling it right now. It's going to be a left-sided attack from Valentina.
Decided he was about to get.
He was gonna say,
Okay.
or you say left hook or something, and then he took it back. High kick.
I think
You
it's
can't
gonna
just
be
say
Barb
left
by
side.
decision.
Um,
Barb
do you
by
know her
decision.
her origin story?
Yeah, she's addicted to crack and meth. And
Oh,
then she took
really?
her fucking son to jujitsu practice, and she liked it more than he did.
Yeah, she was just in an MMA gym taking her son to practice. So it was like, hey, why don't you try it?
And now her husband/coach. Weird. I wonder how that dynamic started.
No one knows.
It's a
How
lot
do you
less
like
creepy
crack?
when it's a grown woman entering the gym.
I don't know.
It's
she was
so
also
weird.
quite compromised.
I don't know. I think it's weird no matter what.
I think she
but
was
it's definitely
clean off
less
of
weird.
drugs
Look,
by the time she
Let me
entered
be
the
clear.
gym.
I only think it's weird until I run a gym one day and meet my wife through her being my student. Until then, it's weird. Once that happens, totally normal.
Convicted rapist Jonah Foley.
Not-
was
not yet.
sentenced,
Yet.
Not
sentenced to 25 years in prison.
Simply an accusation. Well,
All right. I'm picking
and-
Volkanovski.
I'm also
Fuck
picking
Brian
Volkanovski.
Ortega. I think Brian Ortega's last performance was against a man who was just knocked out for the majority of that fight. I feel like
Even
people are
so-
gassing his striking up way more than they should be.
I think how good Brian Ortega's striking, what much improved to be fair. I think that even the best of that is like not enough for Volkanovski.
I don't agree. I mean, I'm sure it's improved. I don't think it's as improved as people think, but Volkanovski
It's-
beat Holloway over 10 rounds in a striking match.
That's debatable.
Well, it certainly
Nah.
is
I want to be
debated.
clear. I didn't watch either one of those two fights, and I think that you're wrong.
You did watch them, what?
No, I was super trash for both of them. It just like
Classic
wasn't
Joe,
conscious.
dude.
I was
Classic
like, we
fucking
watched them
bar guy.
together. I was like, we were definitely together for at least one of those two fights.
Yeah, I
Jonah
know.
was too frat to
I
care
missed
about
most of
that.
Masvidal Usman for the same thing. The first one.
What a bar
Didn't
guy.
miss much.
I don't know.
Um,
Party guy. Kinda
party
cool.
guy and bar guy.
I go to a lot of parties. Go to a lot
I
of
feel
bars.
like, yeah, I don't know.
I'm
The
pretty
thing that's
cool.
somewhat concerning
Go
me
out
is
to town a lot.
Volkanovski's
A lot of girls.
might just have been COVIDed still. Like, his cardio might be affected.
Nah, mate. I got the rugby cardio, mate.
That was
Played
beautiful.
rugby. Rugby league.
I think that's the only thing that worries me. I don't know. I think there's almost no chance Ortega can take him down. Maybe
Brian
maybe
Ortega's
if
a standing
Volkanovski.
submitter, bro.
That's
It's true.
true. He does guillotine people.
Without even touching the ground, bro.
Once. Maybe like twice.
He did it against Cub. That's, at least
T-City,
once.
dude.
Comes
T-City. Talking about T-City hasn't triangled a motherfucker yet.
Shout out Low T City.
It is funny that no one's made fun of him for that yet.
He
T-City.
must have triangled someone.
Not in the UFC.
I
Really?
don't think he has a UFC triangle. If he does, it's
No,
like
he
8
does.
years old.
Diego Brandao.
Awesome.
Wow.
There you go. He only has 3. Oh, no, he has 4. I guess that's a lot. I don't know.
Nah, fuck that.
I mean, maybe if Volkanovski... Do you think Volkanovski is going to shoot for takedowns?
No. You should punch him in the face.
I could see it.
That's another way I could maybe see him losing, if he shoots for a takedown. And
I could see him shooting for a takedown and Brian Ortega being the like, I'm a jiu-jitsu guy, my bottom game is awesome, and then anytime you take a jiu-jitsu guy down, they never get their fucking bottom game going and they just
He
lose.
just gets
Yeah,
punched.
like
yeah.
Punch from half guard, punch from close guard.
it's like, dude, but I did jiu-jitsu, and it's like, okay, yeah, I trained to counter that.
Helio would be proud
Yeah,
of
but
you.
he has Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, dude.
Damn, Bara.
That's the premier. Damn, Gracie Barra.
You
Great
talking
gym.
about Bara,
Great
Papa?
gym, never met him, Papa. Dicey,
Mhm.
dicey, dude. Yeah, I think Alex is gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously this is MMA math, but if Alex can beat Max, I don't think there's a world in which Ortega beats Alex.
No, yeah.
I would rather see Brian Ortega fight Max Holloway again.
I also just don't like Brian Ortega.
Brian
He scares
Ortega,
me. He seems creepy.
he's so stupid.
He
It's
really is.
unbelievable, dude. I think I've talked to both of you about this before, but I just want to put it here for, solidarity on the podcast.
Posterity's sake.
Posterity. Yeah. Fucking he's like sitting down trying to game plan with someone on this season of Tough, and this guy that he's game planning with, they're like talking about how the other fighter is like not ready for the game they're gonna bring, and the other guy is like, yeah, like I'm out here doing this for a living, and he's over there being like, oh, I train UFC, and Brian Ortega looks this man dead in the eyes and goes, yeah, I train UFC, like thinking
dude,
that
he
he was
does.
saying like a serious thing, like. It's like, Brian, you're so stupid. Like, I train UFC.
He also had like a fucking gym war with one of the people he was coaching.
Good guy.
My favorite Tough moment of all time is when they made Robert Whitaker and Kelvin Gastelum race the
Run.
mile. Race the mile in like 100 degrees. Like, hey, fat ass. It's just classic.
No, come on. I mean, we're talking about awesome coaching moments from Tough. What was the fucking season where they had those dudes, like, some dude, like, stood still and the other guy, like, climbed around his body, like, 400 rotations around his body without touching the ground. It took, like, 2 hours. And then when he stopped, the other coach was like, we forfeit. And then the next day, the dude's whole body was shot for the fight.
I have no idea what you're talking about, actually.
Bro, hold on. It was like Jake
My
Matthews or
favorite
something.
was when the one guy was convinced he couldn't get knocked out, so he told the other guy and they showed up punch him as hard as he could, and then just got knocked out in the bathroom between fights.
What'd you just say?
They were,
just like in
fighting
the bathroom, hanging out in the house. No, they weren't even fighting. The one guy's like, I can't
like,
be knocked out.
Oh, that's
He just
right.
fucking
Yes.
punches him right across the
Just fucking cold.
That's so bad. That was bad. I'm pretty sure he was very drunk.
I mean, he.
Well, yeah, they all are. Team Franklin. It was Rich Franklin
He did the climbing.
against Matt Hughes. No. They were the coaches. So it was like 2 teams. It was an hour and 30 minutes of this dude fucking. Here, let me just send you this fucking link. This guy just does this horribly grueling like exercise for a very long time, and then it's Rich Franklin's turn to pick 2 people, and he just goes, "No, we forfeit." And like the dude who did the exercise had to fight the next day or whatever, and was like fucked up.
Damn, that does seem fucking terrible. Who's the guy that's standing there getting crawled on?
Just his teammate, like just one of the teammates. It's awesome.
Oh, is that Ally Aquinta?
Standing
no, he
there?
just looks like Ally
No,
Aquinta. I
I
thought
don't
the guy
think so.
climbing was Al.
No, the guy climbing is who is it? I
Joe
forget his.
Stevenson?
Yes,
Is that who he said?
yes, he's the one who got beat the shit up by fucking BJ Penn.
His fight name is Daddy. Classic meme.
That's just an all-around amazing tough moment.
Beat Nate Diaz.
That's
Alright.
I mean,
Get
yeah,
into
is
the
there more
talk, dude.
talk? I mean, we're kind of already in it.
I've got some pretty good
Jonas
talk.
is loaded with talk.
Oh man, I don't know where to start. I'll start with John Jones tweeting that he's weighing 260 pounds.
John Jones, I got fat.
And his legs still look the same.
That's
That'd
so
be really
funny
funny, but
that
also
like.
probably gonna happen.
You think John is just very scared of fighting people the same size as him? Like he's never like.
I
He's
think
always
John
just
Jones
been
is
a
a light
fucking-
heavyweight. I feel like he
No, I
always
think he
was
is,
fighting
too.
people that were the same size as him, and now he, for some reason, is like, fuck it. Well, I mean, not for some reason. The man is retired. I don't think John Jones is ever coming back at this point. Or the super. This is like the deep state RMMA.
Is this your
knowledge.
conspiracy that you thought of?
No, but I forgot even about that I said that. But that John Jones, so you know how USADA doesn't notify the public if someone pops for steroids.
I'm
They
in
think
I'm
John
in on
Jones
this one.
popped for steroids, and because Dana White keeps being like, John Jones isn't coming back till 2022, and it's like that's
Yeah.
such a specific thing to say. Like, did he pop and just can't fight? And all of this was like a media circus.
That's
That'd be very
definitely
funny.
possible.
I believe it, honestly. I wouldn't be fucking like stunned.
What if John Jones popped for steroids?
I know, I'm just
you
gonna
wouldn't
say
be
it, dude.
shocked. Wow, dude.
I'll say it.
I'm
I'm not
calling the
scared.
cops. I'm gonna take you to court for libel.
I have a talk. You see Dylan Dennis arrested on the Jersey Shore for
Yes.
disorderly
Oh, was he?
conduct.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at some like in Seaside or something.
Yep. Which is where the show Jersey Shore
Yeah.
takes place.
He's down the shore with the boys. They got in a fight at a bar. Fucking immediately arrested.
Dylan
Got the
Dennis
mugshot and everything.
Seems like the kind of guy to purposefully start fights so he could win them. Some dude was probably
Only if
just minding
chicks
his
are
own
watching.
business, and Dylan Dennis showed up. It was like,
Sucker punch.
yeah,
him.
just starts fighting him. Dylan Dennis is so awesome.
Alright. We're a pro Dennis podcast.
Joe Rogan not commentating this event.
Yeah, they should get
I
Donald
was
Trump.
happy when I saw that.
They should get
I
D.
feel like I'm
Trump.
kinda out on Rogan commentary.
It's
I
terrible.
don't know. He does bring hype. That's his only. He's not good
He
at
doesn't
commentating.
I don't
but
think
is
he
hype.
does.
I don't think
You don't
brings
think he
hype at
brings
all.
hype?
No.
No, I think I would much like. I don't know if you have ever. Do you remember when Faber knocked out? I don't know who it was, but some like a pretty good up and comer in like Sacramento, wherever he's from.
Yeah.
If you listen, the Michael Bisping commentary is actually
Ricky
extremely hyped for
Simone,
that.
Hickey Simone.
Hickey Simone. That's an extreme like. I've gotten more excited with like Paul Felder and Michael Bisping of recent memory than I have of Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan is a
Oh.
cool guy who does cool things, and money and fame affected him in no possible way.
I know, it's so sad how we reward people for doing something good and then it makes that thing bad.
Damn.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Money,
He's
bro.
I'm
spitting
still
bars.
a daily,
It's the rule of all. It's the root of all evil.
still a daily
Spitting
listener of the
bars.
Joe Rogan Experience.
Really?
No.
No.
Well, now it's on there forever.
No
Joe
one
Rogan
listens
is the
anymore.
kind of guy who is like, I invited a bunch of intellectuals and politicians on my show, and now I think I'm that.
He does do that thing where he just thinks he's an intellectual very clearly and then says, "Oh, I'm an
I'm
idiot."
not. Yeah, like I'm stupid. Like I'm just asking
It's like
questions.
we know you don't. We know
Joe,
it's true, but we also know you don't think that.
the
Like,
type of questions that Joe Rogan asks, Joe Rogan could literally have like an ex-member of the fucking SS, Nazi Germany on his show, and he'd be like, "Well, okay, so yeah, tell me more about that. About 6 million does seem kind of high." And it's Joe's just like, "Well, I'm just asking questions." Meanwhile, everyone's like, "Joe, you can't don't entertain this."
he's just asking questions.
I'm just asking questions. Like, I mean, how could the German rail infrastructure handle that?
You know, you gotta ask questions. Have we talked about Ariel and Brandon?
We
Brandon
did, but
Schwab.
like other developments.
No, I just didn't know if we had ever brought that up on the podcast.
No, we did. We did bring it up, and we still had like nothing to say about it because it's just like,
It's just funny.
how do you even talk about Brendan Schaub without it devolving into just Schaubisms?
That's fair.
What are we talking about here?
What are we doing
You-
here?
you do it right, Jonah.
Look, Will, you might not know this, but I'm not the greatest with accents.
The words were like different accents. The English language is just a bunch of different accents.
Words are like the accents of the mouth when you think about it.
Okay. I mean,
So
he's just
true.
asking questions.
Oh, we didn't
I am.
bring up Yoel.
Losing.
Did you guys watch that fight?
Getting
I didn't watch
out-wrestled
that
and
fight.
losing.
I have more talk I want to get to here.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we've moved past it.
Yeah. All right. I'll move back just for you, Jonah.
Okay. Ariel Hawani said that Megan Oliva has him blocked on all forms of social media. We don't need to discuss that. That's just funny.
Yeah, she's
Well,
always
she
hated
hates him, yeah.
Leon Edwards, why he didn't accept the fight with Jorge Masvidal. His camp is saying next year. I'm not waiting until next year. If I'm waiting until next year, I might as well fight for the world title. Well, Leon, if you just wait for next year, you're not going to fight for the world title.
Didn't he say, like, my next fight will be a championship fight? I don't want to hear anything besides that.
Yeah, playing
swear he had a
hardball
quote like
always
that.
works against the UFC.
Especially if you're fucking Leon Edwards.
They love it when dudes who have no media hype behind them because of like the last 30 seconds of their last fight, who win boringly and who also destroyed another man's eye socket, demand things from them. That's a thing that the UFC loves.
Yeah, and, like, I don't know. I don't give a shit at all if Leon deserves the fight but doesn't get it. Like, that really does not bother me at all.
They keep talking about him like he's still on like a fucking 9-fight win streak.
He lost in the streets, dude.
He did lose in the streets, and everyone saw, and he didn't. Imagine being, for all the stuff they want to talk about, like Leon Edwards is a fighter, and he's a point fighter, and he's boring. To me, it really is. You got assaulted. You're a pro fighter, and someone punched you backstage who's also a pro fighter in your division, and you still have yet to choose to fight that man when you know you could beat him.
Turned the fight
It's like-
down.
Yeah, it's just like,
It's almost like he knows he
Leon,
can't
I
beat
think
him.
you're a bit of a coward.
Oh. Wait. New news story as of yesterday. Leon Edwards now wants to fight Masvidal in November, December. So after he has already turned down
Leon,
the fight
yeah,
offer,
okay,
now
this
he
is
wants
the
to
best
fight him.
thing. This always happens to Leon. He comes out and says some statement, and then everyone rags on him for it because he's stupid. Like the things he says are stupid, and then he instantly reverses his shit. Remember when they wanted him to fight Himaev and they fucking took him out of the rankings,
That
and he
was
was
funny.
like,
That was
"Fine,
so
I'll
funny.
do it," and then like didn't even happen.
God, they just threw him around to teach him to lick his child. All right, last piece of talk I have is Conor McGregor threw a terrible first pitch at a Cubs game, and then he also sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" horribly. Would you like to listen to it?
No.
I have already listened to it, but it was just like
Ah.
he had clearly never heard that song before it came on. It was
That
really bad. It was
Can't
also
be
like
true.
it was the classic Conor McGregor full confidence, threw it as hard
as he could. He tried to throw. He was like, "Oh, how fast do MLB pitchers throw? Oh, 97 miles an hour, easy."
I could do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you watch his like form too? He like
yeah, no,
with his
he's
right
never thrown
leg
anything in his life
completely
before.
steps out to the side like.
That was the first time he's ever thrown anything.
I mean, to be fair, I'm gonna be real. I don't know how good my first pitch would
No,
be.
but like that's the thing, Jonah. You probably wouldn't try to pitch it as fast as you can and would be
Like,
like,
he went
"Oh
all
yeah,
or
I'm not a
nothing.
pro. No one's gonna judge me for just like throwing a." I
That's why
can't
he's
throw
Tom
like an MLB
Gregerby.
pitcher, but I could get the ball into a catcher's mitt, but it just won't be fast and it will
That's
be
why
lob.
he's Tom Gregor and you're not. Full
Honestly,
confidence no
true.
matter what.
Conor McGregor.
Great
What a
guy.
Taking
funny
everything
guy.
before.
What a funny guy that guy is.
That's all I had for talk. You know, kind of actually a bit of a
Yeah,
quiet
this is a
week.
low T week, low talk week.
There's not
Hathor
a lot of-
Bjornsson knocked out some random arm wrestler in boxing.
Oh,
That
that's
is
awesome.
funny. Speaking of boxing, Joshua fights a dude who I think is supposed to actually be good, but I can't remember who they are.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why it's
and
all boxing.
Canelo punched that dude at the weigh-in.
Did he?
Did you see that?
No.
It
Is
was like a
Canelo
very
like a
clear
massive
lie.
piece of shit? I feel
Yeah,
like every
yeah,
story
he
I
is.
see of him is that it's just him being a massive piece of shit.
Oh, he pushed the. They were doing the face-off, and he pushed the guy, and the guy walked over, and threw a punch at him. And Canelo was like, "Yeah, he said something about my mom, which is why I pushed him." But they have audio, and like other people speak Spanish. He just clearly did not say anything about his mom. Canelo
Hey.
just wanted to,
I know his mama got tickets.
like Canelo is just. He's just selling the fight. He cut the guy too. He like cut him under his eye, and then
I
Dana
can't
White.
load our boxing. Wow.
Dana White did the fucking
Canelo.
classic, shitting on other people for not being able to stop face-off fights, even though he himself
never
is
stops
entirely
them.
helpless. He did call them shit showtime a bunch of times, which
See,
was
but that's
classic
also the
Dana
thing
Whiteism.
too. This is another funny Dana White thing. A man who himself had to relocate his entire life across the country because he got upset with the mafia. Like he clearly wants
I
to
don't know
just
if
be a
that's
mob
true.
boss. Well, he says it's true, which I know.
Yeah, he
I
does
know.
say it's true. Yeah.
But it's like Dana, the reason they don't fight when you're in between them is because they're afraid of like you taking away their money and career. They're not like afraid of
No, it's
Dana
because he's
White.
a big tough guy.
Yeah, big balls tough guy, Dana White.
Dana White almost beat up Tito until Tito backed out, dude.
Yep.
Dana also did bring up that he would have knocked out Tito in boxing after Tito got knocked out. That was funny.
Okay.
Had to get that
Well,
one
hold
in.
on. When is the Hamzat fight happening? Is that the next card?
I believe so. I'm not positive though.
Or is that 267? Is 267 the next card? No. Santos versus
No.
Walker is the next card.
Maybe it's not for a while. Yeah, maybe it's not for the next pay-per-view. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even see
You have a
it.
Kamzat take, dude?
Yeah, it is 267. Yeah, I think awesome. They put Gerald Mearshart in there with a guy. They knew Hamzat was coming back. They put Gerald Mearshart in there with a dude with a Russian name who they knew he would beat, so that then they can probably be like, "Oh, this guy beat Gerald Mearshart with one punch. Gerald Mearshart recently just got a submission win over some no name."
Nah, Gerald was like a huge underdog, as you've noted.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
Again,
think that
I
was
think
the
that's a thing that the UFC wants you to believe, and perchance influences the way the lines are set.
No. They would draft fine companies such
Whoa.
as DraftKings would never besmirch their name. There's no chance. Take that back.
Barstool Sportsbook allowing Logan Paul to take underdog odds on his brother, who was like a massive favorite.
Take that back.
Speaking of,
Well, you know,
underdogs,
Barstool
Deontay Wilder
Sportsbook.
said that he still plans on wearing an extravagant outfit to his next boxing
Yeah, I
fight.
can't wait for him because he needs the same excuse. I mean, it worked flawlessly the first time. Everyone left him alone after he claimed the 40-pound suit he wore was
Oh,
too
he's
much.
just a crazy person.
45 pounds.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's just rude.
that fight, I don't know. I guess I'll watch it.
I guess
I'm not
I'll
excited
watch
for
it.
that. I mean, I'm
doubt
just
I'll
not. I have
remember when
no
it's happening.
Yeah, when is it
excitement for that
happening?
fight. I think in a couple weeks.
To quote Chael Sonnen, I don't even know who's putting on these fights. It's Showtime Boxing, Chael.
shit show time, dude. October 9th, yeah, a couple weeks.
Well, I've got nothing.
Damn.
Yeah, I
October
also gotta go.
9th.
Well,
Oh, okay.
any jujitsu stories? Well, any fun jujitsu stories?
I like have not been going at all. I've not been feeling jujitsu.
Oh, okay. Well, get this. Hold on. Here's a little bit of talk since we're talking about Wilder
Talking?
Fury. October 9th, there's also a UFC event. Who do you think is headlining that event? If you had to
I don't
guess,
know.
who would they put up against Wilder and Fury?
Wilder and
UFC,
Fury.
a heavyweight.
Yeah, it's Mackenzie Dern and Marina Rodriguez main event
Oh,
Ooh, Big
at
Mac.
4 p.m.
oh
at 4
wow, that's a
p.m. on
great
Saturday.
one.
No, damn, they made it early. They're scared.
Yeah.
Thanks.
They're very
Yeah.
scared of the
What do
competition.
we have after this? Not that great card. Tiago, okay.
Yeah, this is kind of the. This
We are
is the
definitely feel
one,
like in a
dude.
bit of an off season of sorts.
This is a good card, though. I'm excited
Paulo
for this card.
Costa's October 23rd. Yes.
We'll get into
Sad.
it.
We got plenty of
Let's
time to
let
build
Will
the hype
go
for
get
Paulo,
himself beat
dude.
up, and then we can talk about it next week.
I am. I
Alright.
might just go to the Muay Thai gym if I don't like it this time.
The Muay Thai gym.
Jiu-Jitsu's on the rocks. It's called T2 Muay Thai, dude. They just do Muay Thai.
Well,
Oh, it's like a
let me tell
different
you
gym
something.
entirely.
Yeah.
You're
if
not
you aren't
together.
out there breaking your arm every jujitsu practice, you aren't a real
I'm tired of these
pussy.
pussies. You know what? I'm just over
You
here
deserve
yelling
it.
at these
No,
guys about how to not
no.
be pussies. I'm tired of these pussies. You know what, Will? There was a guy who looked just like you in high school who I wanted to beat the
I'd
absolute
kill him.
shit out of every
Fucking
day,
murder
and that
him.
guy
I
was
wanted
you.
to murder that man who looks just like
Who
you.
looks exactly like you fucking asshole. All
We'll
right.
see. Might just do the more fun sport instead.
Nah, that's stupid.
You know. I still just want, yeah. I would still much prefer just an MMA class. Those.
Yeah, there's actually not that
Not
many
a thing.
of those.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I gotta make my dojo, bro.
I mean, listen, if you made a dojo with an MMA class,
My bro.
I would go and kick the shit out of everyone.
Not me though.
I would
That kicked the
I
shit
would
out of you.
injure all your students. Okay, we fought in a restrictive rule set, and you
Restrictive
heavily
rule
edited
set?
it.
The only restriction
On
is I
a-
wouldn't
on
want
a
to murder you
driveway.
on the streets, Will.
We could have grappled on the driveway, dude. That would have been
I
funny.
say that for a Saturday night.
Nice. After
Okay.
the bars.
Oh yeah.
Let's wrap this
Alright.
up. Let's break it up. Let's wrap this up.
Thanks for listening.
Hold me back, bro. Hold me back.